that he may be open to a change. So is there a team outside of the Bucks that he should be looking at?
Sure. I mean, the team that every wide receiver is connected to, and that being the Buffalo Bills, it makes sense. It doesn't mean that they should stop there because Mike doesn't have the same kind of skills that he had 10 years ago, but there's no question that he has already proven that he can excel with various different quarterbacks and excel at a Hall of Fame type of level. And he would excel with Josh Allen. And as a matter of fact, the guy who you see on your screen right there, Keon Coleman, could really benefit from having a guy who has put in the kind of work that Mike Evans has put in and produced the way in which Mike Evans has produced. And Josh Allen would welcome it too. Look, I think any big-time wide receiver that has a track record of being a three-position player, a guy who can play the X, the Z, the E, who can really excel on third downs, making first downs, and score in the red zone, is going to be in high demand. That has been Mike Evans' career, and that is for sure something that Brandon Beane is going to sit back and go, how do we get this to be a part of our new team in 2026 when we open up this new stadium?
Yeah. You know, if you get him for next to nothing, right? Because he can't, the confidence level of him being able to stay healthy at this point of his career is, the confidence is pretty low in that regard. And, you know, if you can get them at a discount, if you can get them at a great price, but I mean, if you're the Buffalo Bills and you're moving into this next season and you're relying on Mike Evans to be a big aspect of your offense, like that is just a scary prospect for you. You know, on one side, it can be great and awesome, and I think it would be successful with Josh Allen. Of course, obviously Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL by a wide margin. I got multiple videos about it. But Mike Evans' ability to stay healthy, I mean, that's what it comes down to. And he's been able to be in Tampa all this time. Nice warm weather, playing other warm weather, indoors, whatever teams. And now he's going to be in Buffalo. Yeah, that's tough. Buffalo, New England, New York. Like, just those games alone, it's like just different. It's cold. Not to mention, you know, other teams that are on the schedule. So, and he's had muscular injuries, bone injury. You know, he's had a little bit of everything, right? It's not like it's just one thing or the other. Hamstring, you know, ankle, collarbone, bone, like it's been a mixed bag. He's an older player. It's a bummer, but that's what happens. That's what happens. I mean, you can obviously see games missed. He missed 9 from 2014 to 2023. From 24 to 25, he's missed 12. And so that's why it's got to be essentially next nothing. And the problem is that he's won his ring. He's had an unbelievable career. So you're not going to be able to really be like, come on, come to Buffalo, take a big discount. We're going to try to win a ring for you. You know, like you don't have that. But when we see a lot of these older wide receivers try to go somewhere kind of like Buffalo with the Amari Cooper, DeAndre Hopkins, Kansas City Chief, like, you know, it just, where did what's his face go? I think he actually went, didn't he go to actually Tampa Bay? Julio Jones, did he go to Tampa Bay? He went, I think he was he in Philly for a minute too? Like, I can't even remember at this point. I feel like he was in Tampa Bay, and I remember they were like, oh yeah, I think it was Tampa Bay because he was with Brady, and they were like, oh, he's going to be working so well with Tom, and you know, look how great he looks. He's been doing the TB12 method. He's been working with Tom Brady's trainer. And they were all like excited about he got injured. And I was like, yeah, you know, because there's no secret sauce to staying injury free. There's just not. I'm pretty sure that was Leo Jones. If not, whatever. But yeah, so that's why it really has to be like a next to nothing deal. I mean, he can absolutely have another season where he balls out, plays the whole year, and is great. Right? Absolutely, positively. It's a gamble that I don't think the Buffalo Bills can afford to take. Quite frankly, it's that simple. You know, the closest that you have to that would maybe be Devontae Adams, where they paid him like kind of a strong price, like $20-some million. He had, you know, he'd also kind of had some, you know, obviously older, a little bit banged up. I wouldn't say as banged up as Mike Evans, but you also still have Puka Nacua to fall back on, right? You still got Puka, still got some great tight ends to work. Like you would still feel confident about what you would be able to do with that offense. But make no mistake about it, Devontae was a massive pickup. And that's why I called out the Buffalo Bills for not getting Devontae for that price point. But if you're now going to make that gamble with Mike Evans, that just makes me personally uncomfortable. And it's just like people are like, what about Tyreek Hill? What about Mike Evans? And it's just like, if you can get them each for like $3 million, it's like, yo, sure, just bring in all of them, right? You know, do that then or something. I don't know. But like, yeah, it's just that right there makes me uncomfortable. That's what I'll just kind of keep repeating. And it's just like the Bills need a dude who is reliable, who you can trust, who, you know, there's a great chance that, you know what, he's going to be full strength and healthy January. Listen, even the Rams almost didn't have Devontae going into the playoffs. You know, I mean, it was just in time was he able to play for them. So it's just a risk that you have. But you do want a veteran though. You don't want to deal with a young rookie or a younger player. Like you do want a veteran. So you kind of have to look at what some of your options are. And it might not be free agency because any of the options really are older players. And so then you are at the point where it's like, okay, well, you got to trade for someone. And if you're going to trade for someone, it's like, I don't want to say the most realistic options or opportunities, but like the two wide receivers that obviously come to mind would be Justin Jefferson or A.J. Brown. And you would seemingly have to trade a haul for them. And I don't know what that looks like in practice for the Buffalo Bills in that regard. You kind of, yeah, I'm trying to think. It's just like you want to get that taken care of. But right now, considering where everyone else is at, like you almost need to kind of find that value in George Pickens, like what the Cowboys were able to do. That was actually kind of a perfect scenario for them. They didn't really give up that much. They didn't have to pay anything really. Like it was a pretty straightforward deal for 1 year. And if it worked, success. If not, whatever, or move on. Like that's pretty much the situation that the Bills would like to try to find themselves in, and they I don't know if that position exists right now. That's the thing that I'm trying to emphasize. And the closest you can get to that is potentially a Mike Evans. But you have you have the injuries looming over you and the age looming over you. So that's a tough one, but those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Buffalo Bills? Mike Evans, do you want them? Do you want to kind of deal with that? If not, what do you want to do at the wide receiver position to kind of solidify this, to fortify it, to make it actually worth discussing? Let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment. It's whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get to some discussions. Let's get to some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.